What's going on, YouTube family? It's your girl Panthera here. We about to get into your reading. So let's start up by thanking the angels, the spirit guides, divine creator, all our ancestors for getting us to this space, okay? To be able to exchange this energy, to create the abundance, to create the flow of peace and joy. Answering questions that we have and answering questions that we didn't know we had, okay? So let's get into the reading. This is a general reading for the collective. Whenever you tap into this reading, it was meant for you to watch it. Follow me on IG. My information will be in the description box below. Okay? About to get into your reading now. Here we go. Let's see what the message is for the collective spirit. Thank you. Number 3, the mother awakens, compassion, nurture, and guidance. Ooh, it was just 111. Beautiful. Which makes it a 3. Everybody's aligning to this space. This is a very crucial space when it comes to your existence and your mind, body, and soul, you know. The mother awakens. That's where joy and bliss comes from. In order for you to be in that type of energy or vibe, you must be that. You must be aligned to that. And being aligned to that is being that. What else, Spirit? And as well as you have this masculine figure here on the side, okay? And I feel like the mother is awakening, or the feminine aspect, or that value that comes with intuition is awakening through karmic cycles, that of Saturn, okay? Let's see. I'm not sure if I put that back, but we have the light dancer, number 3 and 24. So off the bat, 324 is Aries energy, which would be the 2 of Wands, Mars and Aries. But this card, Light Dancer, is illumination, the radiant self, and shining soul. So you're definitely being nurtured and guided by the biome that is of this nurturing spirit. So that way you're able to now align with the path of illumination, become your radiant self, which is going to allow your soul to shine now, okay? Let's get into a spread. Beautiful. You have the lotus at the bottom of the deck. Open up like a lotus. Flowering spirit, revelation, and maturity. Maturity is part of Saturn's lesson. That's the reason why we have these Saturnian lessons, because it's teaching you to see things from a higher perspective, which means now you must tap into the characteristic that is of maturity. Okay, so let's see what's going on here as far as the angels and ancestors. Let's see what message they have for the collective. Alright, y'all, here we go. Angels and ancestors. Thank you. Mother awakens. Angels and ancestors. Please clarify this message for the collective. Angels and ancestors, what is the message for the collective? Unlock the magic within. This is why you're being nurtured and guided through these Saturn lessons, because they're not comfortable, but they definitely will teach you compassion, okay? Seeing things from a higher perspective is you practicing compassion, which will now allow you to unlock the magic within. Let's get one more card. Trust in the unknown, Father Sky, which is, that's the Father. So obviously it's looking like a lot of you are coming to this space of awakening and becoming your radiant selves through these illuminations that you've had from all of these transits and retrogrades that we had thus far. We got one more going direct, which will be Neptune. So Neptune, as we know it, is about fantasies and illusions. So as it was retrograde, we're looking at Light Dancer here, Spirit, sorry. Light Dancer. As we're looking at Neptune going retrograde, that's basically the energy of No fantasies or illusions. Everything that you see, it is what it is, and you must respond accordingly. Do not react. Respond. Okay? Because a response is you basically thinking before doing. Okay? You want to make sure everything you do, whenever you exchange energy, especially in these moments where there's a lesson to be learned, you're doing so to create abundance. Okay? Clarify light dancer here for the collective angels and ancestors. We have the she-wolf, unleash the wild within. So there's spirit is basically telling you to unlock and unleash, unlock and unleash. Okay? And that's basically you taking a leap of faith, even if you don't know what's happening next. Just know you have enough illumination up until this point, and they need you to take action. For some of you, as we are in the first quarter phase, because today is the 25th, is it? Today is the 25th. We're still in the first quarter phase, which is about your commitment being tested. What is it that you want? And based on what that want is, it may be aligned to something you're committed to. During this time, you're going to be tested when it comes to that commitment. And the test is the trust that you have in your faith in the unknown, which it says trust in the unknown here. Okay? Awakening to your intuition with these lessons that you had behind you to push you forward, to see things from a different perspective, a higher perspective. We have here, it's now allowing you to let go the need to be right and be the peacekeeper. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. A lot of cleansing there too with this smoke. Then we have at the bottom, Shallow and Master, be graceful in movement and action, which is basically responding and not reacting. Because as you see, the dragon is behind this master, and the dragon is basically symbolism of the North Node and South Node. North Node is what you're striving for in your life lessons, and South Node is what you've done in the past life and what you're comfortable doing. So stepping out of your comfort zone would be you stepping out of the energy that's tapped into your South Node sign. So let's get into... this is going to be a short reading. Follow me on Instagram where I will be going live. And we will do a longer reading there with the collective that shows up. So that's Panthera _ AK. I know what it is. Let's see what the message is though. Obstacles and challenges and emotional withdrawal. So there you go. In order for you to see the other side of these obstacles and challenges, you're going to have to balance your emotions and your logic. You know? So, yeah. Let's see. We have movement, choices, decisions, which is the Two of Wands, which is what we were talking about. That's what that message is about. The Mother awakens and the illumination that you're now having. The illumination is allowing you to make the proper movement, choices, and decisions when it comes to obstacles and challenges as it has come out. So we got 2-5. We definitely have 2-5. And for this, we can clarify this as open up like a lotus, because you have the flowering spirit, revelations, and maturity to make the proper decisions that you need to get through these obstacles and challenges. Come through, Spirit. Let's go. Let's see here. And there it is. There it is. Choose wisely, because this is related to your foundations and achievements and something you're going to need to move on from, okay? Let's clarify these cards here. Let's clarify these cards. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. Let's see what you need to move on from. Let's see what the obstacles and challenges are first. Clarify the obstacles and challenges for the collective, Spirit. Thank you. That's 3 of Wands there. Clarify obstacles and challenges. Obstacles and challenges would be the 5 of Wands. We're looking at Saturn and Leo. So this has something to do with your creativity. So this is about your willpower, your authentic self. You know, trusting you about what it is that you want to do. Okay. Clarify this obstacle and challenge here for the collective. What is this about? What is this about? In regards to movement, choices, and decisions, we have, there we go, Eight of Cups, walking away from things that no longer serve you. So you need to make a decision. The move is to walk away from the things that no longer serve you when it comes to obstacles and challenges. And this would be the second time you're seeing or hearing me say emotional withdrawal based on the cards that are showing themselves. So this has a lot to do with Saturn and Pisces now. What is it that you know when it comes to what you believe in, your spirituality as well? You know, that's influencing how you decide on things that you want when it comes to your stability, your foundation, what you see as loyalty. You know, that's a big process of healing too. It's purging you from old paradigms that's preventing you from having these foundations and achievements that you truly desire. That is of your birthright. And then we have the Four of Swords. So Jupiter and Libra, this is about the expansion of you knowing what it is that you need to do moving forward about these lessons that you've learned, which is laying on the sword of truth. 1111 on the timer. What does the collective need to move on from? Ooh, what does the collective need to move on from? For some of you, this is Uranus, the representation of Uranus. It is the Tower, okay? The Tower is number 16. And we also have this as ruled by Uranus. Uranus also rules Aquarius. So for some of you, this moving on has to be from certain social relationships and friendships that are not in alignment with who you are. This is why Spirit is telling you, choose wisely, which this would be the Seven of Cups, especially when it comes to discontent and boredom, because it's actually creating the mental conflict, which is then transforming into obstacles and challenges. And they want you to take authority over whatever is conflicting or defeating you, keeping you trapped in fear. For some of you, it's really the energy that you're surrounded by that's, you know, attaching to you, you know. And this is more so because the moon, let me see, where was the moon? When the moon is in Pisces, that's one of the times where you want to be mindful as to, it was just in Pisces, but it's now in Aries at, let me see right now, it's at 13 degrees, which will put it at the Three of Wands energy, waiting to move forward. Because at the Two of Wands, this is kind of like breaking away from the Ten of Cups, because the Ten of Cups, the next date after that Ten of Cups will be the Two of Wands, seeing things from a higher perspective. Now, as far as that energy and why I expressed it that way, the final decan of Pisces, as each sign has, there's 3 decans in each sign. Now, the final decan of Pisces is basically, put it this way, it's the energy of you being deep in your emotions, and then once you get to the top, it's party time, it's Aries time, it's springtime. Aries is usually at springtime. So it's basically you going from your deep emotions to now this flowering spirit. But that energy is extremely strong, you know, because it's been a lot that's been beneath the surface that's been boiling up, right? And then you have this Tower moment that's now pushing you to moving on, which could be the energy that some of you are feeling because of leaving Scorpio season, and now we're in Sagittarius season. We are in the first decan of Sagittarius season, which is the Eight of Wands. And that energy is really surrounded by this shamanic private investigative type of flow. So a lot of answers are coming to you. And ideally enough, you have the full moon in Gemini. And if you have the Moonology Oracle deck, that deck states for the full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming. Fair enough. No coincidence, huh? There aren't any. The universe is too intelligent for that. Tell me more about moving on for the collective. What do you need to move on from? Anything that has left you. Okay? It may have been uncomfortable, but listen, we're talking about foundations and achievements. You need to choose wisely as to where you're headed. Okay? Because where you're headed is requiring you to be graceful in movement and action. If you have certain energies around you that's putting you in a space of being anything other than graceful, see, ooh, poppers. All right, anything, okay. We have what? The Nine of Pentacles. I'm not doing reversals. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is coming into your full spiritual strength, which is then now you're able to take action, find your power, align with your power rather, and use it. Be social, be charismatic, be this spirit of leadership. Spirit of leadership is a character. It's not this trending outfit that you just put on and take off. No, this is someone who has built their strength through a lot of tower moments where they had to move on from certain things. Possibly part of your life lesson in this time is to walk away from things that no longer serve you, because in a past life you experienced a lot of sorrow, pains, and regrets in relationships, or any however you want to see that in terms of romance, family, business. Let's get one more card here for moving on. For some of you, is moving on from work or places that no longer or haven't been celebrating, they've just been tolerating you as an employee or whatever the case may be. Then we have the King of Cups, which is about transformation, desire, because it is the Scorpion card. And this is about authority, responsibility. What do you desire? What are you willing to take responsibility? And when it comes to what are you deeply, intensely emotional about in regards to what you want to do, what you desire, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have Page of Pentacles, which is study, applying what you know, finding out more information. This is also receiving amazing news about what? Ooh, we got an offer of love. Somebody needs built enough courage to start something fresh and new. Seven of Cups, from a lot of options, they chose enlightenment. And now they're moving forward with the Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. Also the energy of a nonconformist, someone who trusts and believes in their ideas and moves forward with it. Foundations and achievements. Clarify this with a collective spirit. Clarify foundations and achievements. Let's go back to the first card. Movement, choices, and decisions. Clarify movement, choices, and decisions. Movement, choices, and decisions. Transform. Be the unconditional love for self that you are seeking before you seek it outside of you. Okay? Movement, choices, decisions. We're looking at the Two of Pentacles in this card, which would actually be Jupiter and Capricorn. So we're looking at the planet of luck and expansion and the sign of what you use. And what you use has a lot to do with your abilities and how you're applying it to your professional image, your career, your goals, you know. So it also reflects maturity. So a lot of this transformation that you're going through is helping you to build this unconditional love for self, where then and only then you'll be able to choose wisely and separate yourself from things that no longer serve you, the emotional detachment, okay? Because you know what you want, you know where you want to receive it from. You don't want the burdens. And if you do receive burdens, you're building on these burdens, taking new action, creative ideas coming together with a divine counterpart, mind, body, and soul connection. Clarify the foundation and achievements then, Spirit. Thank you. Tell me about foundations and achievements. Foundations and achievements. We have the Six of Cups, which would be Scorpion energy. Okay. Foundations and achievements. It could be something that you wanted to do for the longest from your childhood, or something that you've inherited as a spiritual gift, something that's been passed down to you, especially something to do with your emotions and being able to help others to transform. Okay, this is probably why you went through a lot of these cycles, to build your inner strength, your inner wisdom, so that way now you can see things from a higher perspective for yourself and others, and then have the ability to choose wisely. Beautiful. You got the Star card at the bottom of the deck, which is going back to the Six of Swords energy that we were talking about with the Tower card. This is why this needs to happen. This is exactly why this needs to happen, because some of you are destined and fated to be these healers. 144,000 crew come through with juice, all right? So y'all really need to step up, rise up to the occasion, okay? Rise up to the occasion. This is your time to have what it is that you want. And because it is your time to have what it is that you want, you're awakening to so many different things that's teaching you, where you're using your compassion from the higher perspective that you've been using. Choose wisely. Clarify choose wisely for the collective spirit. When it comes to what? What do we need to choose wisely on? When it comes to, look at that, self-worth coming from your spirituality, what you're committed to, what you're strongly committed to. Because whatever this is, that's what creates change in your life, okay? That was the moon. It popped in and out. Choose wisely. The Hierophant. Choose wisely based on your wisdom. Use wisdom. Look at that. Can't make this up. You have the Hierophant and the Star card. Choose wisely. You're destined and fated. A star shines bright in the darkest matter. Go through your cycles, baby. You got this. Okay? Go through your cycles. Look at that. Personal development, spiritual enlightenment, the rebirth. This is you. The I am, this Aries energy, this fire energy, this power, this passion. Go for it. Okay? Let's get a Divine Animal Oracle card. And a Moonology card. And follow me on IG because we will be going live. Okay. Sorry. Here we go. Moon message for the collective. Moon message for the collective. This is going to speak to your intuition. What do you want to tell them, my beautiful moon? Let's see what we got here for you. One card, and it is conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse, emotions are running high. Super moon, and that's because your commitment is being tested right now this first quarter. As I'm filming this on the 25th. Again, whenever you watch this, that's the time it was meant for you to watch it, baby. Here we go. Spiritual guidance for the collective. Divine animal guidance for the collective. The B, creativity, cooperation, productivity. You're being guided to change something in your life, which is why emotions are running high, because it's triggering something within you that needs to change. Become inspired, follow your heart, and creatively build your future with today's decisions. You have no limitations, and there are no boundaries to your capabilities. Any assistance you need will always be found, and that is your reading for today. Whenever you watch this, love you. Wow, that was 222.